address the elephant in the room. You're trending on Twitter. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Guys, the news of the day, absolutely it doesn't. What y'all want me to say?
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with me. So there's nothing to address. I don't know why everybody if you notice, everybody's posted it. They got me. In the 42 pages, it don't mention nothing about Shannon Sharpe did anything. But y'all want to get clicks, so y'all mention me.
Right. Yep, ain't got nothing to do with us.
Now, while I agree that this technically has nothing to do with Shannon Sharpe, I do agree that I saw a ton of people, and I saw a lot. It was a lot of y'all YouTubers out here that be clickbaiting shit with your, clickbaiting, the term clickbaiting is really on a situational basis, because to some degree, every YouTuber, every content creator, even me, everybody does some type of clickbait, right? But you egregious motherfuckers that are doing this, that are putting Shannon Sharpe in your thumbnail for your video, knowing that he has nothing to do with these allegations, knowing that he has nothing to do with the lawsuit, his name has not been mentioned anywhere in any documentation, y'all are the egregious motherfuckers, and y'all treading a fine line. One day it's gonna get y'all cut up. Y'all need to be very, very careful. Now, while I agree with him that, this has nothing to do with him, he had to know. Shannon Sharpe is he's not a dumb guy at all. Shannon Sharpe had to know that this was going to fall back on him. And what I mean by fall back on him, I know that he had to think at some point that with his history with Skip Bayless, with his history over there at FS1 working for Fox Sports, with him working with that network for so long and having a long tenure there, and basically starting his broadcasting career and launching his broadcasting career, sending it into the stratosphere with that network. With his dealings with that network, he had to know that at some point, somebody was going to try to connect the dot back to him. Come on now, you just had to know that. You just had to know. You had to know that at some point, somebody was going to try to connect the dot back to you. Just because your relationship with Skip Bayless, just because your relationship with Joy, just because your relationship with that network, it was going to happen. It was bound to happen. His name was going to get brought up, maybe not by the person who's filing the lawsuit, but certainly by the people who have been watching that network and been watching Skip Bayless and Undisputed for years, because we all know that network included Shannon Sharpe for a majority of the time during its most popular run. And let me say this, what an incredible fall from grace Fox Sports is experiencing right now. I don't even think that I've ever seen anything this cataclysmic happen to a broadcasting company as big as Fox Sports. In my recent memory, I can't think of one that has happened to a media company this badly, to where you can see it impacting them for foreseeable future. A lot of people might say Disney, with their different people who have gotten caught up in different things and situations, but Disney is different. It's because, Disney is different because you can create movies and you can do all those things. And, for that time being, it was just a movie, and that movie was set in a specific time. It was released on a specific date. And for that time piece, or that time period, rather, it was that movie, and it was done. Y'all filmed it, y'all shot it, it's over, right? So it's technically in the past. But when you're talking about a broadcasting network like Fox Sports, who literally is on TV every single day, who comes out and they have to put on a show for the people every single day and talk about sports, and they are front and center in front of the world nationwide. When you're talking about, this is a different level of visibility than just shooting a movie with a person who had, some allegations come out against him. This is entirely different. This is essentially a shakeup of the entire company from the top on down, because you heard that the top guy was named in this lawsuit. So I have not seen somebody effectively come in and cripple and destroy a network the way that these allegations have fallen back on Joy Taylor and Skip Bayless, and more specifically Joy Taylor. Because let me say this, Joy Taylor has essentially set women back in the broadcasting world. She has set them back by 20 to 30 years with these allegations. You know why? Here's why it's so important. It's obvious that we've seen allegations come out against men being sexually provocative with women and harassing them. We've seen that before. This ain't nothing new. But for a woman to receive these type of allegations and be caught up in it, and not only be caught up in it, but she was named as one of the people who this hairdresser confided in. She confided in her. Basically, she said that she took it to her, confided in her, that she was being harassed. And Joy Taylor told her, hey, you're going to have to suck that up, baby girl. Get back out there. We got work to do. You want your job, right? You want to keep your job? You like working here? Hey, quiet on that then. You need to be the fuck quiet. You need to shut up. We got work to do. You want to show up tomorrow? You want to check? Quiet it down. So we've never seen anything at this level. At this level. We've never heard of an instance where a woman was telling another woman who was confiding in her about abuse that she's been suffering from a network. We have never seen somebody who is as notable and visible as Joy Taylor be named in these such allegations like this. And as a result, not only is it setting women back for the next 20 to 30 years in the broadcasting scene, but it's also damaging the company even more beyond repair, because who can you trust? Now the entire company is literally up in flames in the public eye because nobody is trustworthy. Now the word is, to get to the top, you gotta go sleep, you gotta go bust it open. So I think, again, we're gonna wait and see what happens with this. More information is coming out. I'm assuming it's going to be coming out every day at this point. We might get a little bit more, and who knows, it might be other women that come forward, and that's the problem. That's the other problem with these types of allegations, and that's the other problem with these type of lawsuits. What it does is it empowers other women, assuming there are some, to step forward. So who knows? It started with her, but it might not end with her. We've seen how that goes as well, and I'm not saying that we should believe everything that that was said about Skip Bayless and Joy Taylor, but it is a hell of an allegation. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'll see y'all in the next one.